by the time you see this vlog, they already opened it on their podcast. And yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to their podcast and that particular episode too. Welcome to a new vlog episode. Today I'm going to show off the making of the Marty and Michael mask. The second part, the airbrushing and the attachments of the stitches and all kinds of stuff. So without further ado, let's continue to the making of. Okay, and we are going to cast. Now, here's the mold. It's a nice little mold. It's not too thick, not too thin, but it's like very durable. It's awesome stuff. And yeah, let's cast this thing. I use RD 407 latex. It's air drying latex by Monster Makers. I have been using it since 2010, I think, ish. Yeah. And yeah, this is the Ed head. It's called, I'm not really sure how it's called, Ed 3.5 or Ed half head. I can't remember, I'm sorry. But it's perfect. I sculpt on this and you fill it up with warm water and you just pull it off. It's perfect. You have a good shot of the Ed head. And yeah, let's start casting this stuff. So these pencils are very overused, as you can see. But you know, the stuff, you know, it dries so fast, so I just reuse it. I use these to take the air bubbles out, you know, spread a bit and take the air bubbles out of the smaller areas. So let's open this up. I think I have enough for like 3 masks. They'll have to buy some new stuff soon. Now, I recommend you to do this in a well-ventilated spot. I'm doing this in my kitchen, so that is not really recommended usually. Let's cast. Put the stuff in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Like that, something like that, a bit more. Perfect. Like that. Spread that stuff everywhere in the small areas, especially Julian's face. You know, it has a lot of small details, and also the beard, of course. So you just tilt it a bit, you know, and spread it. Oh my gosh, don't spread it for everybody. Bruh. No, family friend, I'm sorry. Dip like this as much as possible to get like the air bubbles out. Now go take the smaller one and let's go to Julian's face for a sec. Where is it? Here it is. Around the eyes usually is also a spot where bubbles form. The nose, especially around the nose, the holes of the nose, you know. And around the lips too, actually. So, and this is the beard. It's like that. Another thing you can do to make the bubbles go away is to smack that thing around a bit. I hope my neighbors don't think weird stuff when they hear that sound. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It's turning out great. Now, since the face is an actual realistic face, you don't want the latex too thick. So you move it around like this until it's a nice smooth surface. And I think, you know, this mask doesn't have to be that thick. You have this, it looks like this on the inside now. And what I'm gonna do in the next couple of hours is this stuff is gonna air dry. And I'm just gonna move it around every once in a while until the latex is all dry and stuff. I'm gonna use a pencil to empty the nose every once in a while too, because you don't want the nose to be too thick, because people's noses need to fit in the nose, of course. But I think this is gonna work out just fine. So I'm gonna do this for a couple more hours, off camera of course, and yeah, in the next bit you're gonna see when I take it out. As you can see, the latex just dried, so I'm gonna take it out now and hope for the best. The mold looked pretty good, so it shouldn't be a problem. So far so good. The nose comes out too, yeah. Oh my gosh. Sticky. Here you go. Here's the face. Looks pretty good. Very thin, nice and thin for on the face, you know. So it connects. I see there is like a little air bubble here, so I have to fix the lip. But other than that, it looks good. Even the skin texture is there. So, yeah, it was a good mold. Very nice. I like it. Okay, now cut the excess latex, which we don't need. And that was it. I took away all of the excess stuff, so now we have the actual mask here. So it looks cool. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna airbrush it and I'm gonna fix the lip here a little bit. It needs to be filled, but that's not something I'm gonna do on camera. I'm gonna do it off camera because yeah, it's just filling a little hole. And with that being said, off to the airbrush part. And now we're gonna do one of the last stages, of course, airbrushing. And here we go. The paint job is done. I went kind of for like a realistic type of paint job, kinda. You know, they look dead. I just saw that they reposted my reel and they called it a ritual mask. So let's just give him a ritual mask. So this is Dead Marty and Dead Michael. Looks really cool. I'm so happy with it. Look at it. And of course, Julian, the disease on the forehead. So yeah, that's cool. Next is stitches and the belts, of course. And that was the making of. The only part I left out again is attaching the belts. It is, again, like mold making, it's pretty boring, it's always the same. I can show you very fast kind of how I do it. It looks like this on the side, as you can see. Now the thing you do is you buy a belt. Doesn't matter what kind of belt, a dog belt or a normal belt, whatever, or you know, leather, and you custom make it, you know, from the start. So it's all up to you. But the thing you do is you grab your mask, go to the tip of the ears, and you dot there, 2 dots. So the belt goes kind of like behind your ear or over your ear. It's kind of up to what your customer or what you want. After that, you grab these. So you can see there's still stuff in there from my last project, latex and leather. You hit a hole in your mask where you want this thing to be. Imagine the mask and the belt between this, and you just hit it until there's a hole in there. After that, you have these. I am not sure what they're called in English. So I was smart enough to like not look it up before this episode. This you push through the hole. And on the other side, on the outside of the mask, you push this on top of there. As you can see, it looks like this. Then you just grab a hammer. And you have, usually you get this there. You pick, I always pick the one that is a bit bigger so you don't damage the edges. And you either hit it like this with the hammer on top of there, or you use one of these. But I don't use these, I just hit it with a hammer. It's called a don in Swedish and Dutch and stuff. I have no clue if it's called in English like that too. But yeah, that is the entire process of how to attach a belt to your mask. And of course, you know, some masks have more leather belts and all kinds of stuff, but it's the same process, but a lot more, you know. So by the time you see this vlog, they already opened it on their podcast. And yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to their podcast and that particular episode too. Now, reviewing this mask, here it is. Of course, the colors are off again because I use filters because I want to look pretty. You can go to my Instagram too, and I have more HD pictures of this mask and all the other masks that I do. But you know, this is more to show off the size and how it looks. So I really like it. It is Marty and Michael, of course. Let's see if you can see. Here is Michael. Here. Marty. Here. Julian. So yeah, it's really nice. It fits good too. I'll put it on soon. But yeah, look at it. The side. I really dig it. It's really cool again. It's like it never does its justice on camera and stuff like that. It looks so much better in real life. It was really cool doing this. Cool to show the guys some appreciation for their work. You know, like this. It's a lot of work making a mask. So I really hope they like it. It seemed like they like it a lot. So I talked with them a bit and sent them some pictures and they really loved it and were very thankful. So go check them out. They have a lot of followers, and even though they have millions of followers, these guys just do their best entertaining them and keeping contact with them. And I think that is something you rarely see nowadays. I'll put it on. And this is the mask. It's really cool. So as you can see, it is life size. So where my beard goes, you know, it kind of follows my beard too. So it's cool. Little Julian on the forehead, crying blood. Yeah, I don't know, I really like it. It's really cool, I dig it. And yeah, now you see how it fits. And you see how I made it. It was a lot of fun. It was a big project actually, creating this mask and filming the entire process and stuff like that, you know. I'm not gonna do that with every mask, but you know, some of them I will do that. My YouTube channel is gonna go through a little change also. I'm gonna focus a bit more on mask making and of course music and everything related to music. So no more gaming, you know, and the challenges, you know, the food challenges. I will do a food challenge maybe every once in a while, but it has to be like something crazy. So, but not as often. It's gonna be more sculpt challenges, like I said in the last video too. If you follow me or you're subscribed to me, you may leave a comment down below who you want me to sculpt, and you know, I'll pick one and give you a shout out in my videos and Instagram post. You know, it would be cool to have a community with creative people, you know, interact, people who are passionate about music. You know, it would be fun to do sculpting live and to be able to talk with people, you know, and you know, talk about their passions and stuff like that. So it would be cool, definitely. That was it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let's have some fun together on this channel. I'm Michael and Marty. Enjoy the mask and the challenge.